Good morning, guys. Welcome to my Monday morning rant for the 12th of July, 2021. I have been really unproductive for this last week. I have really done nothing much more than play Destiny 2 on the PC. Mostly by myself too, with the boys in the afternoon, but mostly on my own. There is this annual event called Solstice of Heroes, which I think it's meant to last 3 weeks, and I tend to usually like smash it out in a few days. It's a really grindy event, and I love that shit. I love it when there's a shit ton of stuff that you have to do in order to we get this Solstice armor set for each character, and usually if you do all 3 characters, you get rewarded with something special. And it's the one event that a couple of years ago, maybe even longer than that I grinded so hard that I burnt out and I stopped playing the game for over a year. Because for that particular Solstice event, if you grinded all 3 characters to the max level, you earned a spaceship. And I really wanted that spaceship. And it all sounds really stupid. And but the thing is, ever since I've been playing again, I've never taken that spaceship off. And I like having this ship that I've never seen a single other player with it, ever. And I loved that about this game. But I've been playing this new Solstice event this last week, and more, sadly, in my opinion, Destiny 2 is becoming a casual player's game, in that it's just so much easier now to level shit up, and they've made it so that the casual player who doesn't have as much time as I do can achieve everything that someone with all the time in the world like me can. And now within a day you could earn the armor set, and then you can go to the shop, and if you've got money or a certain type of currency in the game, you can go and buy it. Like, it's just really fucked. And that whole concept of working your ass off to get something special so that you can show it off to other players is gone. And it's probably reflected in everything in the world these days, right? This whole participation award bullshit. It's like everyone's a winner. Everyone gets the goodies. And there's something really fucking wrong with the entire community, or with the current community of like people hopping on social media and complaining about not being able to get something because they haven't got enough time, or they've got a family, or they've got a full-time job, and they can't put the hours in to get that one thing that you've got to work too hard for. And so the developers are caving, and they're just handing this shit out to just about anybody. You can earn it. You can just pay for it if you want. And I really don't like that. I really don't like this concept of everyone can get there. Everyone can get the thing that used to be so fucking hard to work for, but now everyone can get it. I think it's just making people soft, and it's spoiling people, and it's spoiling the game, in my opinion. But yeah. Fuck, that's a rant straight off the bat. But I mean, seriously, like, it's been fun playing it. It's probably the only game that I've been playing consistently for so many years. Like, what, I've been playing it for like 5 or 6 years or something, and it's a service-based game, right? So it's exactly where I want a computer game to be. Like, I do love story-driven games, and it's great that you can play one for like 20, 30 hours. You know, you spend your $100, you play your 20, 30 hours, the story's over and the game's over, you put it away and it fades away in your memory. That's all well and good, but my favorite kind of game is this service-based game. Like um, my dream would be to have a developer that develops much like how we used to watch, a series that you love on television, like X-Files, whatever, and I would hang out to watch the next episode of X-Files next week. Like I'd be sitting there pining for it, and as soon as that day and that night came around where the next X-Files was on, I would watch it, and I would be like psyched for the next episode. And it's almost like this, like I'm saying, like this day and age, it's like you can go to Netflix and you can watch an entire year's worth of episodes in one sitting if you're crazy enough, and it's fucked. Like I like the continuation. I like not knowing what's happening tomorrow, and with this service-based game with Destiny, they've gotten to a point where every month there's additional story, which is great, and sometimes they get really good, and every 2 weeks there's an additional bit of story. And man, I know one day they're going to be able to get to a point where every day there's going to be a little bit more story, and that's what I'm hanging out for. Like a computer game that is a developing, living, breathing open world where there's an underlying massive story, and every day you log on, there's a little bit more to the story. I think that would be just such an amazing hook. And yeah, it might not be for casual players. People who can only log on once a week are going to not be able to keep up with the story. But who says that everyone has to be exactly where the story is at the moment, right? Like, I'm sure a game like that you can still do in good time. But yeah, that's fucking pretty much what I've been doing. Just playing a shit ton of Destiny 2. Get up in the morning, play it. Fucking playing it all day. In other news, my microwave blew up, and that's fair call. It's been I think I've owned that microwave for like 15 years now. Like when I first moved in here, everything was new, and the top drawer dishwasher's broken too, and my range hood is gone as well. So the range hood, dishwasher, and microwave, they've all blown up. And I'm not really complaining. Like 15 years is a fucking long time. So I've just been trying to live more simply, and and it's working. I'm the kind of person that I've been really paranoid about microwaves anyway. Like I just don't think microwaves are good for you. I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but like I just don't feel good about heating food up in a microwave. But anyway, as soon as lockdown is over, I will go shopping. I'll buy a new dishwasher, microwave, and range hood. And the only thing I'm upset about is like that money that's going to go into it is, I'm pretty tight with the money at the moment. Like I probably should not have bought the last guitar that I bought, because that money, my money's really tight at the moment. So yeah, that money that I've got like saved up is going to go into these appliances, and I'll be really broke after that. So I can't wait for lockdown to be over, actually, so I can sell a few guitars, all those acoustic guitars that I picked up for free. Like I've got 4 acoustic guitars, and I'm not a fan of them. I don't play acoustic guitars. I never have I never want to pick them up. So I'll let them all go cheap, and I got them for free anyway, really. So make some money back there. But we on the topic of guitar, like I've been playing, I still play every day, but I've fallen back into the just jamming for an hour or two a day and just doing improv. And I know like improv is already, it's a great thing to do. It's a great thing to be able to do. But when I sit down and actually practice, and I sit down and actually learn something. Like the last thing I learned was the Hey Joe guitar solo by Jimi Hendrix, and yeah, it's really frustrating to learn somebody else's guitar solo and play it as much as you can like they do. But then I've realized when I do that, I add to my toolkit and I end up learning some licks that I end up sort of repeating in improv and improvising those licks as well and learning new things. And I've noticed with my improv since learning that Hey Joe guitar solo that there are two or three little things that I do now in improv that are new and that are mine. Thanks to learning some things in that Jimi Hendrix solo. So I know what I need to do to become a better player, and that is to actually learn other people's music in order to develop my own. So yeah, I have been a bit lazy. I've just been jamming a lot, but the fact that I'm still playing is a good feeling, and it's just that it breaks up the gaming at the moment because I'm not shooting, right. Like I've got a photo shoot to edit still, and that's gonna be okay for my Patreon. I don't want my Patreon to run out of content, so I've still got a shoot to edit, and hopefully lockdown will be over because I've got shoots lined up. And I miss that, I miss not shooting because I was getting into a role there with the shooting, and I could definitely get back to where I used to be, which is like 2 or 3 shoots a week. That would really suit me. In other news, Viv came over again to move some more stuff in, so I'm really looking forward to her moving in now. Her lease runs out at the end of this month, so she'll be in soon, and she's really fit. Like she doesn't Uber Eats. She likes to cook, and she likes to cook healthy shit. And I know that I live next door to the beach, so I know that I'll be using the beach a shit ton more with Viv in the house. Like I know we'll go for long walks. And she's a yoga fiend as well, so who knows? I might even get into some yoga. Like I've always been curious about it. So yeah, I'm honestly looking forward to it now. Like after this, just fucking not having enough human interaction with people, I'm really looking forward to her moving in and just looking after myself a little bit more. So really, that's all there is. Like, there's nothing for me to rant about, apart from what I've just mentioned, and just living without a microwave. And Woolworths is not delivering at the moment. Like, this is what happened last lockdown too. I don't understand. Like, wouldn't the concept of delivering groceries be even more crucial and important during a lockdown? Like, surely you'd put even more resources, or surely the government would help out and put in way more resources into making sure that people can get food during lockdown. So Woolies is not delivering, and I'm running out of cat food, and yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go down to the mall. And there's been COVID at my fucking mall too, so it's like, I don't know how I feel about masking up and heading into the fucking red zone. I fucking hate grocery shopping to begin with in the first place, and that's why I do it online. But I might have to, today being Monday, it's probably the best time to mask up, go to the mall and buy some cat food. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I really don't have much to fucking say. My head is blank, and I am just going to most likely hop back on the computer and just grind away at some more Destiny. I've actually already fucking finished everything that I needed to do, but I'm still going to go and play it anyway. It is a really good game. So, guys, I I hope everyone's doing okay. Like one of the boys on Discord, he's really not doing okay. He's a young guy. He's in his 20s. And he came on the other night and he was crying. He was having relationship issues, long distance relationship issues, which, man, long distance relationships must be so fucked to begin with. But like, he's apparently been in a relationship with, it's almost like a catfishing situation where she's from overseas and he's never met her. And he has given her some money too. So I'm like really sus about the whole thing. But I came down a bit hard on him, but you got to be careful about that because he's going through he's going through depression and anxiety issues and all of that stuff. And now with this on top and lockdown as well, and all of this crap, he's a really unhappy boy at the moment. And just for him to hop on while we were gaming and just start burst into tears was really hard for me to hear. And I just I'm so not qualified to help someone out when they get that bad. Like, I don't know, when I was that bad, the only people that could help me out were the doctors and the therapists, and I've given him the details of my therapist and my doctor, and I really hope that he does. He did say that he went back to his doctor and they're on a different medication now, which was my suggestion, because my suggestion, my thinking was that his medication wasn't working and that he should try something else because he was still so fucked, and it doesn't matter whether he upped the dose on that shit, it still wasn't helping. So he's on something else now, but it doesn't sound like it's helping him either. And who knows, maybe he needs to get off this shit and try something else, because there are a shit ton of different medications out there. And for me, I was just lucky, I suppose, with the second medication that I was put onto. It really worked for me and really helped me. So yeah, that's really tough. I don't know what else I can do apart from reach out and check in and ask if he's okay. And the problem with that is, when someone's so fucked and you ask them if they're okay, they're like, no, they're not. I'm not fucking good. And, it's funny how there's that huge campaign of the "Are you okay?" thing. And then when people ask, "Are you okay?" to someone who's totally fucked up, they're going to be honest. They're going to say, no, they're not. They're fucked. And then what? What are you going to do then? And that's the problem with the "Are you okay?" campaign. It just probably I haven't read any of the text on their website, but I'm assuming they're gonna first of all, they get you to ask people, "Are you okay?" And then if your friend says they're not okay, then they're probably just gonna like forward you onto some helpline, and that doesn't help. It just doesn't help. I think at that stage you do need professional help, but calling like the fucking generic helpline, it's just not something that you're driven to do when you're in a fucked place. Like when I was in a fucked place, the last thing I was going to do was call that fucking helpline. So yeah, I'm at a loss as to how to help this kid out. But yeah, I will check in with him today and see if we can have a bit of a chat. So yeah, guys. I hope everyone's doing okay with lockdown, and I've been thinking a lot about the vaccination and all this shit. Like, mum just got it done. I saw another friend of mine who's a little bit older than me. She was from my university, and she got it done, and she posted it up on her Facebook page saying that she never would have been the kind of person to get it done. She was anti getting it done. But then she thought she'd take one for the team because of this current lockdown. She's like, I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. And she did it. And she posted all of that up. And at the same time, she also suggested that, like, if she believes in a choice. She believes in a choice of whether, if you don't want to do it, that's your call. But it was really sad to see that, a 50-year-old woman has friends on social media that would chime in the comments and pay her out about getting a shot that she knew nothing about, or no one knows what's in that jab. Why the fuck would you do it? And one guy even commented and said, "Oh, goodbye, see you later." And it's like, wow, like I accept all friend requests on social media because I use it as a platform to promote shit on, but she doesn't, you know. And for and to see her cop negativity and trolling and memes and stuff in her comments by her friends is just fucking, what the fuck's wrong with the world, you know? Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. Hope you guys have a good week. At least try to. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See yous.